If you are an ambitious, creative person, you are likely to find yourself in one of two camps at some point in your life. Either one, you have too many ideas and you don't know which one to start, so you don't start any of the projects, any of the businesses. Or number two, you got so inspired and so excited that you started 2 or 3 projects at the same time. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that it's not possible like some other people, but here's why I don't recommend it and what you gotta watch out for if you do it. So here's the thing, I'm sure you've seen this before. If you haven't seen this before, then pay attention, because this will serve you well. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, if you're starting a new project, you will go through this. You will go through this journey, this graph, right? So we start over here, which is called UO, that I labeled here. In other words, uninformed optimism. This is where you have the most amazing idea. Everything seems great. Everything seems like, oh my God, obviously it's going to work out. It makes perfect sense. This seems really easy and it's going to be super, super quick and super easy for me to do, right? And then as you start working on it, you take some action, and instead of growing like you would want to and seeing some results, you move down here into IP, which is informed pessimism. Now you've took some action, you've done some work, and you're not seeing results, and you can start to see more problems than you didn't see before when you were in here, uninformed optimism, right? And you start seeing more problems, so you feel a little bit worse about it, and you become a little bit more pessimistic. But you still keep working on it, and eventually you get down here, which is the valley of despair. The valley of despair, right? And this is the tricky part. This is where most entrepreneurs already, or most people in life, well, everybody has a decision, right? Either one, I keep going on the same journey, or two, I drop out. And most people kind of just drop out and they repeat this cycle, that they're like, okay, that didn't work and I just ended up in the valley of despair. So let me go back to a new project, a new thing, a new strategy, a new business, a different thing, different industry, different career, where they have uninformed optimism and they feel, oh my God, this makes so much more sense. This is going to work out. This is going to be very easy to do, much easier than what I'm doing now. And people repeat the same cycle, right? Over and over and over. Only a few people, when they hit the valley of despair, or only a few times, right? People decide to keep working. And when you decide to keep working, what happens is, okay, now you start climbing. Now you start seeing some results, and you learn a lot more about the industry, about the field, about the skills, about what it takes to be successful. And you get into informed optimism, right? You get into informed optimism. Now you know what it takes, and you've gained some results, you've gotten the skills, and now you're being more optimistic about it again, and eventually you go to a win. Right? Now, the thing is that the reason why most people fail here, why most people drop out and go down this way, is because it's really, really hard. It's really, really difficult. It feels like burnout. It feels like you're wasting your life. It feels like nothing makes sense. You're questioning everything. You're questioning every single decision you've ever made in your life, not just about the business, right? And the reason, one of the main reasons why I think you don't want to start multiple projects at the same time is because if you start more projects at the same time, guess what? Where you're gonna end up at the same time? In the valley of despair. And already being in the valley of despair with one project is really, really tough. If you have 3 projects or 3 areas of life where you are in the valley of despair all at the same time, man, good luck getting out of there, and good luck not dropping out and trying to find something better, something easier, going back to a job or something like that, right? So I think this is a very important part, that obviously there's exceptions to the rule, right? And some people, is it possible to make it happen and get out of the valley of despair with multiple projects? Probably yes. I don't know, there's probably people out there who've done it, right? And of course you want to think of yourself the person who can do it, who is capable of doing that. And I think understanding this can be very helpful already. And I've been in the valley of despair many, many times, and sometimes I dropped out, and other times I've made it past it and I've made it work. And it definitely feels like recently I've been in the valley of despair, actually in multiple areas of my life. And so that's what I wanted to share today. Even though I've had times and moments of excitement and passion again, like I shared like 2 days ago in one of the videos, it definitely keeps coming back. It's been really hard recently,
it's been hard to not just be motivated, but to be inspired, to have the full vision. And so I can, getting a little bit sick as well, damn. I can clearly see that I've been in the valley of despair with multiple areas and multiple things in my life. And to be honest, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because again, I've been here before and I know I'm not gonna drop out and I'm not gonna go search for something better, easier, because I wanna make it here. I'm gonna go get my W. I'm gonna get my W, whatever it takes. So today I had a really great breakthrough breathwork session by myself. Very intense and very good. Let go a lot of things, figured out a lot of new things, and yeah, now that I'm here, time to start climbing towards informed optimism and keep moving with it. So yeah, that's the video for today. Have a great night and I will see you in the next one.